Hey folks, today is a good day. Some of you might not know this, but I'm retired. I don't have a job, but I do have some malt liquor. A Facebook friend of mine named Dontel asked this question on a forum that him and I frequent. He asked, have anyone ever cooked with this or any malt liquor? Let me know what you did and how it was. Hashtag stroking. Well, Dontel, I don't think I've ever had malt liquor. I may have, but I've never cooked with it. But malt liquor's pretty close to beer. The manufacturers put in a little extra corn and some sugar to bump up that alcohol content to give it a nice high gravity. And you know what? I think it'd probably be pretty good in some of those beer dishes I've made. One of my favorite dishes I make is beer cheese soup. I'm going to try to use this Hurricane high gravity malt liquor in that soup and see how it turns out. I made that beer cheese soup in another video about a year or so ago. It's called Wisconsin Beer Cheese Soup. I actually use New Glarus Spotted Cow in that, but you know what? Today I'm going to be using Hurricane high gravity malt liquor and see how it turns out. A quick rundown of our ingredients for the soup. We're going to be sauteing some onion, celery, and carrot. We're going to make a light roux with some flour and butter and add some half and half or milk to it. We'll also be adding some chicken stock to our soup. The seasonings are going to be pretty basic, some mustard and thyme, maybe some salt and pepper. We'll be grating up some Wisconsin cheese and also adding some Parmesan to it. And finally, the highlight, we are going to be adding some Hurricane high gravity category 5 malt liquor. Now it's time to grate up some cheese. Don't use the pre-shredded because that pre-shredded stuff has, I think, some cornstarch in there that keeps it from sticking. Unfortunately, that makes the soup sort of grainy, so always grate your own cheese. That's looking pretty good. Okay, everything is chopped up and grated, so let's start making that soup. Let's saute these vegetables a little bit to soften them up. We don't need to saute these a lot. We just want to soften them up a little bit. They are going to cook some more in the soup. Sauteing helps bring out the natural sweetness in these vegetables. I got a chance to try that malt liquor. And you know what? It's a nice clean flavor. It is a bit sweet. It has sort of a sweet finish. I think maybe because of the extra corn in there. I don't know, but I think it's going to go pretty good in this beer cheese soup. Just a couple more minutes. I'm only going to be making a half batch of soup, so the quantities you see me putting in are about probably half of what my original beer cheese soup recipe had. We're going to start by making a light roux. Time to add the flour. When I make my roux, I usually make them at a lower temperature than I think most people make it. I don't like when this stuff burns, so I keep the temperature pretty low. It takes a little bit longer, but I think it's better. It's looking good. Again, we don't want it to be too hot because it'll scorch. And you know what? It smells pretty bad in here if you burn roux. Okay, I'm using half and half. I'd normally use just plain milk, but you know what? I didn't have milk, but I did have some of this. We're going to put about a cup in here. Now the chicken stock. I'm switching to a whisk to make sure it gets nice and incorporated. I have a feeling we're going to have some nice, thick malt liquor cheese soup. Normally I add those seasonings when I'm sauteing the vegetables, but I forgot, so we'll add them right now. Time to add the cheddar cheese, a handful at a time, and stir it in. This is nice and warm, so the cheese will melt pretty quickly. I'm using extra sharp cheddar cheese from Wisconsin. For you folks viewing this from Europe, you're probably not used to seeing yellow cheddar cheese or orange cheddar cheese. I guess us Americans like to put food coloring and stuff. Because we all know cows don't give orange milk. This is melting and feeling really good. A nice texture. I'm adding some grated Parmesan Romano cheese here. Time for the star of this show, some malt liquor. It's a big can, 25 ounces. The original recipe only calls for 12 ounces, basically a bottle of beer. We're making a half batch, so all we need is 6 ounces. So let's see if we can find 6 ounces. I suppose I should give it a try. Tastes like a summer afternoon. Add that to the soup. You guys are worried about the alcohol content in here? Well, I would be too. But I'm going to let this simmer for a while just to make sure that all these flavors get nice and incorporated, and also to burn off some of that alcohol. And let's return all these vegetables to the pot. Okay, I'm going to let this cook for about half an hour. Try to keep it right below simmering, just to make sure we don't have any scalding of the dairy products. But it's looking wonderful. I did a quick little taste test, and it's going to need a little bit of salt and some pepper. Pepper time. Time to give this malt liquor cheese soup a try and see how it tastes. Try to get the perfect bite with some bacon and some cheese. Yeah, that's okay. You know, as I suspected, I didn't think there'd be a big difference between regular beer cheese soup and this. If anything, maybe this is a little bit sweeter. They do brew this with corn and extra sugar to bump up the alcohol content, so that could be a contributing factor to the sweetness I'm getting. This is a good beer cheese soup recipe. Creamy cheddar cheese brings that saltiness in. Oh, and it's nice and thick too. Cheers. Well, this was a fun experiment, trying to use malt liquor in something. Beer cheese soup seemed to be the appropriate thing to try it in. Well, I'm hoping my friend Dontel gets a chance to see this video and see how I used malt liquor in something. Dontel, if you're watching this, thank you so much for the inspiration. Why don't you throw a little comment down there and let me know what you thought. This malt liquor, I'm guessing, could be used in just about anything beer would normally be used in. I think you have to be a little careful with the flavor of it, but you know, with the cooking process, a lot of the alcohol burns off and the sweetness of this malt liquor remains, so it's probably a pretty good ingredient. I enjoyed using it. So, as you can imagine, I had a really good day today. I hope whatever you're doing, you're having a good day. Cheers. See you next time.